Hey Koreadoptees, it's me Kristen and I am back with a new video. Today's video is very exciting. It kind of comes back on the precipices of my last couple of videos that I filmed on this channel, and that is I am going to be taking 23andMe. A DNA test. If you guys have not seen my ancestry DNA, I will put links to them in the corners, but I recently did an ancestry DNA test where it showed me basically all of my genealogy and information about myself that I didn't already know. It was a really exciting video because it was the first in kind of my birth search or starting to even think about my heritage and my background and things like that. So I've been waiting very long to do the 23andMe. I got a really good reception on my ancestry DNA, and one of the comments actually told me to try to do one of the 23andMe tests because they have a little more information that's different than ancestry DNA. So there was a really great sale for St. Patrick's Day, and I decided to finally do it. I got the ancestry DNA plus the health kit. So basically with my DNA, it's going to tell me all about my kind of like if I'm prone to certain health things or little traits in the health-wise department. I thought it would be interesting because, again, I don't have any of my health background, so I'm kind of going into this completely blind, which is kind of exciting. I pre-filmed me unboxing and taking the DNA test. It's actually a couple days later since then, so it's already in the mail and shipped. I don't have the results yet, but hopefully in the same video, I will do the results for you guys as well. I'm going to cut to that video where you can see everything that I do to kind of take the test and send it off. All right, let's do it. Hey Koreadoptees, so we are going to register the kit now. Please do not judge my appearance. It is super early in the morning, and I'm just trying to get this out before the day is over, and hopefully I can get it in the mail today. So let's get to it. I'm just gonna log in really fast. And I got, obviously, my thing in the mail. Okay, so we're gonna register a kit. And then I'm gonna add my barcode, which it's on this guy. I gotta open up this little packet, and it says right here that we've got our service and privacy, blah blah blah, all the information about that. Accept and continue. Send it to processing sensitive information, communicating with you, yes. Basically telling me, can we look at your stuff? And then the research consent documents. Just gonna read through all of this really quickly and complete registration. And it's been registered, so I will provide the sample with the information, and then I can also complete my profile, which I'm going to do as well. Okay, so it is time to collect my sample like always. I'm going to open up this little box, and inside there is little biohazard bag for the test tube afterwards. We've got this large test tube, a lot bigger compared to my ancestry one. And then inside that there's also a cap, which I'll grab later. But basically it says, first, register your kit, which you saw I did. 2, no food or drink for 30 minutes, which I just woke up. And I've been up for like an hour and haven't done anything. Step 3, fill to lines. So I'll spit into the funnel up until this little fill line. And it says saliva, like the liquid, not the bubbles. Then close the lid by firmly pushing on the lid until I hear a click. There's liquid in this lid, so it should open and mix with the saliva. Then I will unscrew this. It says continue to hold the tube upright, unscrew the funnel from the tube and discard. Use the cap to seal the tube. Shake the tube for 5 seconds, put it in the bag, and it's all good to go. I think I just put the bag in the box, but I might also put this random box in there. I'm not sure. I'll look into it. Oh, the plastic container is recyclable. So that's the option. Okay, I'm just gathering up some spit in my mouth and then we'll do this. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do a little more for good measure, but that took a lot quicker than the Ancestry one. I feel like they need a lot more. Oh yeah, that's way over. Okay, then we close this. Right here. Oh, I definitely heard a click already. Screw off this cap. Grab this little cappy-doo. Blue side up, it looks like. Alright, okay, shook it up and it should be good to go. I do believe. Okay. Stick it in the biohazard. Seal it all up. Looks pretty well sealed. And then I sticker this box. Yeah, maybe that's it. So that was me finishing getting all my DNA prepared. So taking my sample and getting it all packed and mailed off. Now we wait. I believe it only takes about 6 to 8 weeks. Don't quote me on that. I'll fix it if that's different. But we're going to cut now to when it comes back with all my results. Hey Koreadoptees, it's me Kristen. I am back with my DNA results. I just got my 23andMe DNA results back in the mail. I guess back digitally, but it came super fast. It's literally April 11th right now that I'm filming this. I've already looked at them personally, but I thought I would explore them now with you. So let's jump right into all of my results and we'll compare how I feel about 23andMe against Ancestry DNA as well. That's something that we'll do in this video. So the biggest thing with 23andMe versus Ancestry DNA that I wanted to check out is one, any like DNA relatives that possibly could be connected to me. And also I wanted to see how my DNA compared to the results of Ancestry DNA in relations to like my background, obviously. In Ancestry DNA, I don't know if you watched that video, but I found out that I was 80% Korean and a total of 20% Japanese. Now, when I look at my 23andMe data here, as you can tell, it is very, very different than my Ancestry DNA. In my 23andMe, it is telling me that I am 100% Korean. And if I go into it deeper, it shows me these different regions, which I think is really cool for 23andMe versus Ancestry. I didn't get a lot of this localized regions in Korea. I basically just got Korea as a whole, whereas this one tells me generally a lot of my ancestors come from these areas, which is kind of nice. Now it gives me 100% Korean. If I go to all the tested populations, it'll show how I compare, I believe. Ooh, yes, here we go. So as you can see, 100% detected South Korean and pretty much zero, I mean, obviously zero across the bar, including Japanese, which is kind of crazy. So I'm not sure how they got a different result, but that is what I got for Ancestry. Now we can also go to my health traits because I did get the health one. And luckily I can say that a lot of my carrier or variants for any genetic or health things came back with pretty much no variants found. So I figured instead I would show you some of my fun traits that they think that I possessed. So like here we go, cheek dimples. It's most likely that I don't have dimples, but I do actually have one nipple. I'm supposedly have dandruff, very much probably do not have a cleft chin. My earlobes are detached and I have dark brown eyes. All basic things. With taste and smell, it says that I probably can't taste bitter, but I can probably smell asparagus. And I have slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro, which is interesting because I really like cilantro. This one's kind of interesting. The ice cream flavor preference is that I prefer vanilla over chocolate, which is majority true. I would say majority true. And I also definitely prefer salty. So those are things that they got right, which is kind of cool. And then weird and wonderful things. These are super fun. Mosquito bite frequency. Definitely get bit by mosquitoes more. I think this wake up time is really fascinating. I'm likely to wake up around 8:39, which is pretty on the dot, pretty accurate. Motion sickness. Ooh, more likely to experience motion sickness. I don't normally, but I have on occasion. What else we got? Wellness. Are these fun? Oh yeah. Alcohol flush reaction. I'm unlikely to flush. That is correct. I don't have that Asian flush. Likely to consume less caffeine. I don't even drink coffee and I stopped drinking pop. So yes, that's true. And my muscle composition is common in elite power athletes. So I'm super strong. But these are really fun to look through. I really enjoyed these. They're kind of like almost like a party treat. I don't know. They don't really do anything for me in the sense of like learning any more about myself, but it is kind of interesting to see genetically that these are the things that they think. For majority, I would say it's true. Not all of them, but majority. And then as for DNA matches, I was really hoping for some interesting DNA relative matching as compared to Ancestry DNA. I'm not sure which one is more popular in the like finding relatives demographic, but similarly to Ancestry DNA, the closest match I had was a third cousin, unfortunately. So nothing closer, nothing like a whole secret sister or brother. So I'm a little disappointed by that, but I wasn't really expecting much. As for comparing 23andMe versus Ancestry DNA, it's kind of hard to quantify because they're definitely different. Ancestry DNA was a really good, well-rounded grouping, and I feel like it was super easy to read through and just get the information quickly. And also I like the fact that it kind of showed me theoretically what my percentage from each parent was. Now, like the comment in my Ancestry DNA, I do have my maternal haplogroup. So that's interesting. And with 23andMe, I do really enjoy that they have a lot of the raw data available, so I can plug and chug that into other, search sites if I want to in the future. But I find with 23andMe, actually, I feel like I have less to look at. Granted, that's also because it is my second DNA test that I've ever done, so I already have some like basic knowledge about myself. But like with the health stuff, it doesn't show, it says that I have no variants, but it didn't give me much more information on that. So I don't know. I don't know if I think it's necessarily worth it. I think those little other traits were fun to look into. And obviously if I did have a carrier variant for one of those health things, I'm assuming it would show up, but I just don't. So, there's pros and cons with both, I think. I know 23andMe seems like a more advertised friendly thing, and like clicking through it was relatively easy. I actually preferred Ancestry's setup and like the profile and like going through all your information more than 23andMe. However, it's still pretty easy, so you could really do either one. But yeah, those are basically all of the findings that I personally have. It was less exciting because there was less, variety in my DNA this time, and it happens. I think I will take this raw data and eventually kind of plug it into maybe some other DNA search engines, but for now, I feel good on this, and we will see what's going to happen in the future. That's my video. I know it was a little shorter and a little bit less intensive than my Ancestry, but it is the second DNA test that I've taken. But I will see you guys in the next video, in the next first searchy adoptee findings situation. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye guys.